Sometimes teachers forget the impact they've had on their students.
Yeah, Les Davis taught choir for decades up in Davis County, and when his family learned that he'd started to question his worth, they began planning the surprise of a lifetime. News specialist Ashley Kewish has our story.
He kind of feels like it wasn't a big deal, like he didn't really do much.
Life is often about perspective.
Make sure you got those little funny skips in there.
And what we think we know isn't always in harmony with reality. Les Davis spent decades as a choir teacher, passing on his love of music.
He's had an impact on hundreds and hundreds, thousands of lives.
He's been retired for over 20 years, but still gives lessons to his son Eric and his grandchildren.
From the second line.
But lately, his perspective changed.
He's had a couple of heart attacks and he had prostate cancer.
After struggling to pull weeds in his garden, Les's family heard something that shook them all to the core.
He came in, sat down in his chair, and he says, you know, I just am of no worth.
So they put a plan in motion.
Our siblings had talked about, we need to do this. When he comes in, we're just going to clap.
Eric and his family have planned this since June.
So the girls will go first, and then the men will come up.
Over 100 former students are here from across the country.
Florida, South Carolina, Oklahoma.
All here to surprise their former teacher.
It's been touch and go. Our kids almost gave it up, but he still doesn't know.
All here for one last-minute practice. All here to help a man who's become a bit off-key. Get his life back in tune.
He thinks he's going to a select concert for my son that's in junior high. He doesn't like the attention. I think that this will show him that he really did make a difference and that his life was not for naught.
I cry really easy now, so be careful. Thank you very much.
Some of these students went on to become choir teachers themselves. All thanks to Mr. Les Davis. And the man who thought he was no longer of worth learned he may be the wealthiest man in Utah.
He's always there to help me and to let me know that you can do better.
Life is often about perspective. And sometimes a smile is enough to show that everything's looking a little different.
Even if sometimes you're downtrodden and trials are in your life, use a song to get out of it.
That was Ashley Kewish reporting.
And we are happy to report that Les is now cancer-free. And as for the surprise, he said he had no idea it was coming. Don't you love stories like that, though?
That's cool.
Great.
Story.
What a
Kevin's
great
back
teacher.
with us. You have some changes coming.